Hi there. Do you love English idioms? If you love using them, you click the right video. Idioms give you a new way to express yourself in the English language. There are 3 primary reasons why you should use idioms in your everyday speech. Number 1, understanding idioms can boost your conversational English skills. Number 2, they make you sound expressive in English. And number 3, idioms help you enrich your spoken English. In today's lesson, we will look at 8 idiomatic expressions that are related to intelligence and smartness. Let's get started. Before that, do like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Number 1 on my list is to be on the ball. Now, if you are on the ball, you are aware of what is happening around you and are able to deal with things quickly and intelligently. In short, you are alert and proactive. For example, we need someone who is really on the ball to head our social media accounts. Of course, you need someone who has good hands on social media for such a job. I didn't sleep well last night and I'm not really on the ball today. It's a negative sentence. Means someone is not that active or alert due to lack of sleep. Why don't you make a sentence with on the ball and write it down in the comments? It will give you a good practice and help you remember this idiom. Next up, we have to blind you with science. Pretty interesting one. If someone tries to blind you with science, they confuse you with their knowledge by using difficult or more technical words. When you ask Ryan for a simple explanation, he blinds you with science. Do you have such friends who complicate things and explain something? Let me know in the comments. Stop blinding me with science and tell me, how do I shut down the computer? Of course, you don't need too much explanation to shut down the computer. Try using it in your conversations. And we move on to our 3rd idiom. At number 3, we have put on your thinking cap. If you tell someone to put their thinking cap on, you ask them to find an idea or solve a problem by thinking about it. In short, you are asking someone to find a solution to a problem. Let's look at some examples. Come on, Mike, put on your thinking cap and help me find those deleted files. Well, looks difficult to get those files back. If the trash folder on the computer is emptied, I want you to put on your thinking cap and tell me, how can I reboot my phone to factory settings? Pretty interesting idioms. Do you use them? Moving on to our 4th idiom, Chinese arithmetic. That's a bit funny. If something is very complicated or difficult to understand, it is said to be like Chinese arithmetic. Can you read Chinese letters? Well, I can't imagine arithmetic in Chinese, that's gonna be super complicated. Isn't it? When he tried to explain the rules of the game to me, it was like Chinese arithmetic. I am just asking for a simple recipe, not to solve Chinese arithmetic. Did you like this idiom? Let me know in the comments. Next up, I have to beat one's brain out. If someone beats their brains out, they try very hard to understand something. Have you read through a legal document or an agreement as a non-legal person? Is it easy or difficult to understand? Of course, it's complicated legal language, and we have to beat our brains out to understand the cryptic clauses in a legal agreement. Here are some example sentences. My grandmother beats her brain out to operate a smartphone. You don't have to beat your brain out to toast bread for breakfast. Do you know how to toast bread? I am sure you know, and you don't have to beat your brains out at least to toast bread. Here's another idiom with the word brain in it. The brain's behind something. I am sure. It's not that difficult to understand someone who is the brains behind something. Or an action is the person thought to have planned and organized everything. It could be positive or negative. Take a look at these examples. The police have arrested a man believed to be the brains behind the multiple murders. Ryan is the brain behind this revolutionary startup idea. I hope it's clear enough to understand. Let's move on to our next idiom on the list. It's beyond me to say something is beyond you means that it is impossible for you to understand. You don't have any idea why someone is doing something, or you don't understand their actions. It's beyond me. Why Maya wants to marry her old boss. It's beyond me. Why would Ryan ignore me in front of everyone? Next up, I have to collect one's thoughts. Now, if you collect your thoughts, you try to think calmly and clearly in order to prepare yourself mentally for something. For example, Ria stopped to collect her thoughts before talking about the divorce with husband. You need to collect your thoughts and be strong. I understand losing someone close is always difficult. So those were 8 interesting English idioms related to intelligence and thinking ability. I hope you'll use them in your everyday conversations. Let me know in the comments, which one did you like the most? I will catch you soon in another English lesson. Consider sharing this video with your friends, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Keep learning, keep practicing English. Bye for now.